amigos, welcome back. Bienvenidos a su programa. When I grow up, I want to be. Cuando yo crezca, quiero ser. Les vamos a dar un poquito de información today. I'm really happy we have somebody who took a few minutes of his busy day to talk to us. Have you heard that word about city council? Ooh, a new word for you, I'm sure, my little one. It was for me también. New word. But today, we're happy to have Mr. J.B. Smiley. Smiley, hace honor a su nombre. Mr. Smiley, thank you so much, mijito, for being here. Thank you for taking the time to talk to Abuela Tomasa and all my little children.
Thank you for having me. I'm eager to hear all the questions.
Okay, perfect. The first thing I want to ask to Mr. Smiley is, Mr. Smiley, what is a city council? Because maybe the kids, they don't know.
Well, the easiest way for me to explain what is the city council, every city has a governing body that makes decisions related to the laws that are in place that controls the budget of the city. And the city council makes those decisions by votes. And a lot of times the votes are contentious, meaning that, some people believe that some of the city dollars should fund parks. Some people believe the city dollars should fund the roads. And it's usually a back and forth discussion about what's best and how we divide the money around the city.
So you help in some way to build things around the city and kind of help the communities.
Yes, we help build things around the city. We put laws in place for us to follow, and we promote the general welfare of the city.
Okay. What one of my children have to do one day to be a city council? Because this is the thing. They might say, well, I want to be, but I don't know what to do. What will be? So, do they have to study to be a city council?
Well, once you get on the city council, I would hope you study. But in terms of put yourself in this position, you have to be elected among the voters in your district or your city. So my election was in 2019, and I received about 15,000 votes, and I ultimately won my election. So this is an elected position. So the people choose who sits in my seat.
Oh, look at that. It's not just say, I want to be. The people have to choose you.
Yes.
You have the support. Oh, that is good. Tell me something, Mr. Smiley. I know you're city council, but what is your major? What did you study before you were a city council?
Well, so city council is actually my part-time job. What I do every single day, I'm a lawyer, and I represent people who find themselves in difficult situations, people and small businesses. So I went to law school, took the bar exam, and received my license to practice law. So I'm licensed to practice in Tennessee as well as licensed to practice in the state of Arkansas. So that's a lot of schooling.
Oh, no, it's good. It's good that you tell the kids, you see, my children, it's not just to say I want to be in this position. You have to go to school. You have to study. You have to do the right thing. Like Mr. Smiley, he's a lawyer, but he also had this second job, fighting for your things, for your rights, for doing things around the city for you and for me too. Okay, tell me something about the city council. What is the best thing that happened in your job? What is that thing that you say, this is why I'm in this position, this is what I fight to be here?
Well, I think the best thing that has happened since I've been elected, because I've only been in this position for 6 months, was, essentially serving as an example for other young people who seek to serve in this capacity. Because in the city of Memphis, a lot of the people who serve in elected office, they are what I would say more seasoned. We don't have many young people in these positions. So being a good example of what young leadership looks like, and just letting other people know that they too can serve the city well.
Okay. There's an age, now that you're all talking about being young and all this, because you look so young.
I look so young.
You look really, I'm not going to say his age, but I know he's really young. I know that. I read his biography. But tell me something, there is an age that you have to be in order to be part of the city council?
There is no age barrier. What I would suggest is, get familiar with your community. If your community likes you enough, and when it comes time for the next election, you put your name on the ballot and you run for office. But it's all about, getting familiar with the community, making sure the community understands that you care, and you also have the skill set necessary to understand what's happening in the city.
Okay. What it will be one thing that you might change about your job? What it will be one thing that you might say, well, maybe we fix this or we make it this way? Is there something like that in your
Well, not necessarily one thing I would change, because I enjoy the back and forth with my colleagues, because ultimately it's okay to disagree with someone, but making sure you understand their perspective as well. So I wouldn't change anything about the function of the city council, because it's good to hear different ideas and different thoughts on, making things work for the city.
Okay. And as a city council, what is more important? The years that you've been studying as a lawyer, or the experience that you have as a community member, as working with the people? What is more valuable?
Experience in the community. Absolutely. There's no doubt I value my training as a lawyer, but in order to serve the people well, you have to know something about the community. You have to know the people you're representing. You have to understand, people just view things differently in different parts of the town. So in order to do a good job, you have to know, just know the people. So experience in the community is definitely the number one thing.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for giving me the pleasure to talk to you. Before we go, what will be some recommendations that you will be to those kids who maybe want to follow your steps in the future? They say, I want to do something for my community. I want to be part of Memphis City Council. What will be some of your advice?
So one, I think the most important thing, and then I would tell you three things that I would suggest every young person do. The most important thing is believing and investing in yourself. Wake up every single day and find something to get better at. And if you do that, if you invest in yourself every single day, you'll ultimately achieve whatever you want to do. But my three things advice is, one, knowing what you want, focusing on what you want, and being determined to make it happen. I think if you do those three things, you will be just fine. Knowing what you want, focusing on what you want, and being determined to achieve it.
You see, my little one, love it. That's a good example. This young man, because he's really young, he works as a lawyer, take care of the people, and also still taking care of the community. So if one day you want to be a city council, he's a good example. Mr. Smiley. Mr. Smiley, thank you again for coming today and talk to us. I hope everything goes well, and let us know what you need the next couple of years, how we can help also, because we have to help the city too, not just him. We too.
Thank you so much for the opportunity. To all the children, believe in yourself, work hard, and your dreams will come true. Thank you so much. See you later.
Thank you so much. Niño, see you next time. I'm going to make some tamales for Mr. Smiley. So I'll see you next week. All right? Bye-bye. See you. Gracias.